Well, on paper, this game is one of the joint worst attack in the league, hosting the worst defence, but this is the Liberty A-League women. You simply do not know what will happen. Hello and welcome to Wanderers Football Park, where the Western Sydney Wanderers welcome the Newcastle Jets in what promises to be a compelling and unpredictable encounter. Back in November, the last time these teams played, it was a 4-2 win to the Jets. Cat Smith's Western Sydney Wanderers will be hoping for revenge this time around. Well, for the home side, the Wanderers, 4 changes from last week. A 1-0 loss to Melbourne City. Jordan Bloomer returns in goal, pushing Sham Khamis to the bench. Lauren Keir is out of the squad, replaced at centre-back by Malia Steinmetz. Olivia Price returns to the midfield. And Gemma Ferris makes her A-League Women's debut today. For the visitors, 2 changes for them, and it's their 2 Americans, Sarah Griffith and Murphy Agnew, who return to the starting lineup at the expense of a benched Tegan Allen and a Tessa Tamplin, who drops out of the squad entirely. Georgie Worth starts in goal today. Lauren Allen's been good form lately up top. She starts alongside Tara Andrews. There's Ash Wilson, the Newcastle Jets head coach. She's had 2 weeks to contemplate their 5-1 defeat to Canberra United in the last game. The priority for her this week is finding a way to tighten that defence. With the most goals conceded in the league by some way, the key to securing a result for her side is finding a way to keep Serena Bolden and co out of the goal-scoring column. Our referees today, our central official is Isabella Blais, assisted by Sarah Ho and Maggie Price. The 4th official today is Michaela Ryan. Cat Smith, the Western Sydney Wanderers coach, despite somewhat of an uptick in form for her side of late, she still has a lot to contemplate to secure their safety from the foot of the ladder. She's not afraid to make a tough call, is Cat Smith, leaving the likes of Sheridan Gallagher out of their previous matchday squad entirely, and she'll be hoping that her bold calls on selection pay off today. It'll be the Wanderers to get us underway in their home kit, going from left to right on your screen, and we are underway. It is the Jets who immediately gain possession. Tara Andrews won the ball, and you immediately see the influence of Sarah Griffith on that far side, but is cut out by the Wanderers. Both teams, a lot of potential on the counter-attack. We'll see a very transitional game today, even in this heat. Both teams very capable of creating something in transition. And it is the Wanderers who will have their first opportunity in the Jets' half to get something going. The ball crossed from the byline, a foot on it from Gordon, but safely in the gloves of Georgie Worth. They'll retain possession, the Wanderers. Claire Hunt, their captain, on the ball. Ferris plays out wide, but the pass doesn't hit Matos. Well regarded Gemma Ferris as being someone who can hit those passes, who can be a real ball-playing option from the back, so expect her to attempt some more of those throughout this game. Scrappy in midfield, Jets come away with it. Out to Cannon Clough. Murphy Agnew dictating proceedings, and Cannon Clough, a lovely overlapping run here. Clough tried to find the feet of a teammate, but wonderfully intercepted by the debutante Ferris, who does well to clear a crucial interception there. Steinmetz in a battle. The Jets win out. Agnew with that pace wins the ball now. Hunt trying to keep pace. Agnew moves around her, cross to the back post. Just a little bit too long for Griffith, although A shanked opportunity from the edge of the area by Lucy Johnson. Jets still have the ball. Johnson, Griffith. Matos does well. And now she has some space in front of her here, Matos. Jets defenders backing away. Looking to play to Bolden, who'll play the ball through the lines here. And, well, it mattered for naught. It was called back for offside. But they're the kind of team that absolutely no one in this competition can take for granted, because they do have so many attacking options up front. Another set piece here for the Jets. What can they produce? Back heel, crossed in. The Wanderers won the header. The Jets will have another opportunity from a corner. Murphy Agnew to take. Again, right on the back post, cleared away though by the Wanderers. Chasing after that is Sophie Harding. Amy Harrison plays it in, scrambled away. It'll be played back to Apostle Arcus. Will have a pop from distance. Just over the crossbar. Well, it was worth a go. Not too far away. We've seen in particular Sophie Harding have a number of those opportunities where she's managed to break free of the defence. Of course, it's one thing to get in behind, it's another thing to finish. But it is always, always a threat. Now Newcastle advancing. It was Ash Brodigan that time who was taken down. She thought illegally. Referee didn't agree. Some pressure at the back now. Bit of miscommunication between Bloomer and Gemma Ferris. But the ball is scrambled away in the end. Danger areas there for the Wanderers. We'll have a look at this potential foul. Agnew. Crossed in, looking for the back stick. Oh, and again, a little hint of a defensive error from the Wanderers. They'll go again here, the Jets, and cleared for a Wanderers goal kick. It was Danica Matos on that occasion who was almost caught out. We'll see a replay of this chance. Lucy Johnson with the cross. Wanderers played through now. Sophie Harding, just too much weight on that ball from Steinmetz. Georgie Worth out smartly. She's had to do that a couple of times today. Newcastle looking for options. Diagonal ball now, switch of play. And almost finding Murphy Agnew was Cannon Clough. She'll take the throw back to Cass Davis. And Cass Davis, of course, the stat so remarkable every time I see it. 121 consecutive games. Cass Davis has this shot from distance. Well, it was bending from Ash Brodigan. Bloomer always looked like she had it covered, but for a moment, it looked like it wouldn't quite dip in an advantageous way. And it's the Jets on the charge. Brodigan, can she find a teammate? Wanderers do well to compress in defence. Diagonal ball, first time pass, looking for a teammate, and a head knock here. And a foul against the Wanderers. Maybe shooting range. Murphy Agnew does go herself. A bit too much juice on that free kick. Over the crossbar. Corner in. Front post, punched away by Worth. There'll be another opportunity for the Wanderers from the corner. Again, that's another example of those corners The tactic is to get it as close to the keeper as possible, make it really tough on her. Harrison again, corner in, and this time Worth collects. Safe hands. Ball played up the line for Newcastle, intercepted. Harrison looking for options. Decides to play the safe one back to her captain. Gordon. All the way back again. And now wide. What can they find here, the Wanderers? Bethany Gordon squares it. Turn from Harding. Shot. Deflection and in. It's Olivia Price who has bundled the ball into the back of the net for the Wanderers. Well, it's a little bit scrappy, but they won't care. It's a goal for the women in red and black, and they go 1-0 up at home. The first real clear-cut opportunity that either side has seen, and the Wanderers have finished. It was Sophie Harding who turned, and then Price played it into the path of Taryn King, the Newcastle Jets defender, who just got her body positioning all wrong, it must be said. Steinmetz. Ball intercepted, but immediately back at the feet of Harrison. Tried to play in Price. He sold his teammate a little bit short there. It comes out well for the Wanderers. Apostolakis now up against Agnew. Still in space, Apostolakis goes herself. And, well, her eyes lit up. She saw the headlines. 16-year-old scores goal of the round. So Newcastle have the ball. Advancing up the line is Johnson. She'll play it inside to Griffith. He'll dink it in, looking for a teammate and just wide from Tara Andrews. Corner for Newcastle, a chance to get back in it before half-time. Cleared away by Claire Hunt. Bethany Gordon heads it probably in the opposite direction that she was hoping. The Jets get back on the ball. Cass Davis. Launched back post. Plenty of bodies in the way. A shot. High and wide. And it will be another Wanderers goal kick. Up the line for Harding. In some space here, Harding. Tries to find a teammate, but nothing doing. Bolden hadn't quite arrived when maybe Harding was expecting her to. Gordon. Apostolakis, ball in, over the top. But out for a goal kick. And that is half-time at Wanderers Football Park. A goal to Olivia Price, the difference between the two teams in what has at times been a scrappy affair on a hot day in Western Sydney. It's Western Sydney 1, Newcastle Jets 0. Possession in the half, about 50-50, but a lot of turnovers, very scrappy in midfield, so we'll have to wait and see if there is a change of mindset in this second half. It'll be Tara Andrews who gets us underway for the Newcastle Jets, and they'll start with a long diagonal looking for the on-running player. They manage to get possession out of it, and they'll start attacking with the ball. Up the line here, Murphy Agnew looking to get a cross in and out for a corner. Greeted by the flags on that side of the W Jets active. Great to see them out and about for this away day trip in Western Sydney. Agnew, ball crossed in, back post, cleared away. Some players in a bit of a tussle. There was about 3 players that ended up on the deck after that corner. But nothing happening from referee Isabella Blais. The Jets now turning over possession. Price, the goal scorer, tried to play it up the line, and Harding's done really well to keep the ball in now. Can they build here, the Wanderers? Steinmetz up the line to Harding. She's got Bolden in the middle. Gordon making a backstick run as well, but the cross intercepted by Garnier and cleared away. Playing a little bit deeper, perhaps, than she's used to, almost as a wing back. It looks like the Jets may in fact be deploying a back three today. I have to wait and see how that plays out in the second half. Out wide, Lauren Allen crosses in, controlled but cleared by the Wanderers. For a moment, it looked like there was danger signs for the Wanderers, but managed to scramble it away. Would have been a magnificent touch and turn. Wanderers on the break. Bolden goes down, and a yellow card for the first time in this game is produced. Well, danger areas again for Newcastle. We've seen this really for both teams throughout the game. Those little niggly opportunities, those little mistakes, but neither team really able to capitalise just yet on those errors. And now it's Newcastle who are away. They've got numbers forward. Apostolakis trying to keep pace, and over the top on the penalty spot, a golden opportunity for Newcastle. And you can see the frustration. That is the best opportunity of the game, and it fell to the feet of Ash Brodigan, who was just unable to control the shot. Amy Harrison, ball in again. Metz, but Worth out to save. Plays it into Lucy Johnson, so the Jets win the ball, but then Price. So industrious, Olivia Price. She'll get the ball back from Harding. Olivia Price on her left. Hit the post. So close from Price. Now Steinmetz on the follow-up. Requires a save from Georgie Worth. And that was almost spectacular from Price. That would have been a ripping goal, cutting inside on her left. Another corner in, back post, cleared away once more. Olivia Price looked to clear it up the line, just clearing for distance. And the Jets, diagonal ball back in. Now Bethany Gordon, what can she conjure up? She'll play it long, looking for the feet of Harding. Harding's got Clough to beat, goes around her. Harding squares it in. A little bit of confusion amongst the defence of Newcastle, but it's scrambled away. Ball played long. Is Konjarski onside here? Flag stays down. Konjarski! Wonderful save from Bloomer. Konjarski with only a corner to her name. A wonderful opportunity. It was difficult to tell that opportunity as well, whether she was onside. The referee's flag stayed down, though we have to trust her opinion. And it could have been a controversial moment had that ball found the way into the back of the net. Now a shot from distance, straight into the breadbasket of Bloomer. Now the Wanderers with an opportunity. Caceres, and that is a yellow card for Lucy Johnson. It looked like it was coming. Caceres was away. They're really throwing everything into this. Harrison almost hitting the head of Harding. Just a little bit too much on the free kick. And another yellow card comes out. This time Lucy Johnson is the victim, and it's come out for a Wanderers player. Amy Harrison launches it long. cleared away, but only as far as Gordon, who'll play it out wide. Apostolakis dinks it in. Georgie Worth collects. She'll play it back at Sigania, but Gallagher gets in again, the youngster. Now some space to exploit for Shlostakova. But it's Beth Gordon who comes away with it. Bethany Gordon now tearing down on goal. Taryn King to beat, beats her chip. And just wide. Well, that would have been classy if that had gone over. And now a little bit of afters between Taryn King and Gordon. And Bount the Wanderers getting in behind. Bloomer as well, to be fair. Both keepers have done really well at that sweeper work in the back line. Gallagher looking to take the ball off King, does so. Sheridan Gallagher looking for options, unable to find them. And Lauren Allen now will kick and chase. And even her pace, unable to reach that. Shlostakova comes away with it though. The fresh legs of Shlostakova look to beat Lauren Allen. Allen does well to nip in and win that. But time running out for the Jets. Shlostakova still going here. She's got Gallagher, finds her. Although in an offside position, Sheridan Gallagher, and out for a Jets throw. The free kick is taken. Wanderers getting bodies in the way, but the Jets now coming forward. Cannon Clough. She's got Griffith on her inside. Finds her. Sarah Griffith, what can she produce? Finds Clough again. Konjarski in the box, but the cross merely goes out for a goal kick, and that is a relief for the Wanderers. Now in some space is Gallagher, who just needs to hold the ball up here. Sheridan Gallagher, she makes a good choice. Well, goes for the shot herself. I thought she was turning to pass it into the corner, decides to surprise everyone. But the shot ineffective, and it just gives the Jets another opportunity. Lauren Allen, Konjarski was offside. And that might be all she wrote for Newcastle. So we see this shot again from Gallagher. Well, it was inventive. I think everyone thought that she was going for the corner, and well, she decided to snap and shoot herself instead. It's always good to see some of that inventiveness. Ball played forward, but to no avail, and that is full time at Wanderers Football Park. Western Sydney Wanderers come out victorious thanks to a first half Olivia Price goal. It ends here in Western Sydney. Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Newcastle Jets 0.